Do you know why policemen were originally called peelers? Do you know that the English longbow, with its enormous range, was first used against the French at the Battle of Crécy in 1346? But its full effect was not felt until the Battle of Poitiers 10 years later.
Good evening and welcome, and I'll be down with you in a moment.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to another edition of Broaden Your Mind.
No use, there's absolutely no way down off here. No way!
Don't panic, I'll get you down. Look, somebody's left some rope.
Great. How do we get the rope up here?
Right. Simple. I've thought of everything.
That's fantastic. That's very good. That's very good. Now, that's pathetic. Anyway, we'd like to start tonight's program, and here we go with the first subject. That's pathetic.
The portrayal of the human figure in art and in the nude first began during the Renaissance in 15th century Italy, when such magnificent works as this David by Michelangelo were first revealed in all their glory to the world. Renaissance was, of course, a time of experiment when great artists like Leonardo da Vinci created magnificent frescoes painting straight onto the walls.
Ian, clear off! Leave that wall alone!
About the same time, Michelangelo was painting the incredibly high ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. This is the very brush he used. Then in the second half of the 19th century came the Impressionists, notably Renoir, who saw the human form in an entirely new way. At about the same time, the portrayal of the human figure in sculpture reached its high peak with Broaden. Now, we are very lucky to have a series of sketches, of preliminary sketches, that Broaden made for one of his most famous works. These sketches show quite clearly how the artist drew his inspiration from the improvisation of his models, showing the development of the work until eventually we reach the final masterpiece. And so we come to the present day when, alas, the human figure seems to have been dropped from art and been replaced by a kind of abstract symbolism. However, every picture tells a story, and in order to understand something of the psychological background of modern painting, here is Professor J. Van Stuyvesant Cobb III, Jr.
We psychologists are able to analyze abstract paintings, thus in order easierly to completely understand what was in the artist's mind at the moment he painted the picture. Let me show you what I mean. Now, this one here is a classic example of the artist's frustration. This artist, you'll notice, sees himself shut up inside a little green box. Green, you will notice, the color of envy. So here is the artist shut up inside this little box, 4 foot square, little wooden box, 4 foot square. How can you expect a man to paint inside a little green box? It's ridiculous. No wonder his paintings are so dull. This next one tells a similar story. Again, the artist's obsession is painfully obvious. He is haunted by thoughts of his mother. There we saw green, the color of envy. Here we see orange, the color of motherhood. So this then is his mother image. And this artist is tormented by the memories of his poor old blue-haired, one-legged mother. What a weird-looking woman. No wonder he's cuckoo. And again, here, the frustration in this picture cries out to us. See the artist struggling uphill against all the tension and aggression he sees around him, struggling upwards all the time. And the next one tells a completely different story. Here the artist is slipping slowly down the slope into the very depths of misery and despair. How can anyone remain unmoved at such a spectacle? I know I certainly can't. This one is not so easy to understand, but a deeper analysis soon reveals the artist's underlying obsession. Oh, yes. Need I say more? You will have noticed in all these paintings how the artist tries to representationalize the aggression and fear that he feels all around him. Oh, now that is a pretty picture. I like that one. That's very nice. And finally, this one, a painting called Cup and Saucer. But a few moments' study will reveal the artist's deep-seated fear, a fear of a Chinaman. This artist is terrified that one night a Chinaman will sneak into his bedroom and throttle him while he sleeps. Just think of that, throttled by a filthy red commie in the privacy of your own home. I know your game, Lin Fan Yong. Don't try any of your commie tricks with me. Mom, take me home to my little green box. I don't want to be throttled.
Familiar and well-loved trappings of royalty. Tonight, in a unique film, we look behind the colour and spectacle with an intimate portrait of Britain's other royal family. Ex-Queen Gladys of Streatham, presiding at the throne of England. It is early morning. Already the crowds are gathering outside the palace. At the same time each morning, the royal piper starts to play. All are hoping to catch a glimpse of the royal family. Ex-Queen Gladys, exiled from her native Streatham, now keeps her official residence here in Clerkenwell. Ex-Queen Gladys and her husband, Prince Fred of East Ham, claim to be direct heirs to the throne of England. However, between them and the crown stand 1,102,570 legitimate heirs to the throne. Roughly the population of Birmingham. Even so, ex-Queen Gladys and her consort are always prepared to take over, just in case. Meanwhile, they busy themselves with the affairs of state and wait for something to happen to the population of Birmingham. However, this is an informal profile, and our cameras were allowed to follow the royal couple wherever they went. And in this way, we were able to capture a charmingly intimate picture of royal life. It is now mid-morning, and time for ex-Queen Gladys to grant audience to her official callers. Her first visitor, the official representative for Silo Dairies, has been fully briefed in the intricacies of court protocol.
Wilbert, how's the van?
Well, Mom, there has been an element of decorative refurbishment, as you know.
Oh, nice. Well, what have you brought me? Oh, I like the red top and the gold. Oh, and silver. Have I ever had any silver before?
No, I don't think you have, Mom.
Well, I have a matching pair of silver tops and 2 raspberry yogurts. Perhaps you'd like this signed photograph of me.
Oh, thank you. Here's one of me. 12 noon, and ex-Queen Gladys takes the salute at the march past of the Peewit Patrol, which she is Colonel-in-Chief. But while the ex-Queen must maintain a sober public image, Prince Fred often makes a hit with his free and easy style.
I'm telling you, they're just a bunch of... stupid! They want a... No, I'm telling you, they want a... and get their fingers out! They're silly...
Now it's 4 o'clock, and the guests have assembled for the royal garden party. It is on occasions like these that ex-Queen Gladys likes to strengthen Commonwealth ties. The end of another busy day, but there is still work to be done. Ex-Queen Gladys and her consort Prince Fred, a truly royal couple. But if you take away the crowns and the regalia, underneath it all, they're just like you and me.
It's no use, you're just wasting your time, it won't work.
No, believe me, it'll work this time. I've been playing the wrong tune, that's what it is. Now watch this. This will really get...
That's not funny. That is not... This is your idea. That's not funny. That is not funny.
Well, now on with our next subject, which is in fact music. And to get anywhere in the world of music, you've got to start young. Mozart and Mendelssohn were composing by the age of 12. Chopin was giving public concerts at the age of 11. But these days, even the child prodigies have to start earlier.
247. Ooh, gee, boo, gee, boo, gee, boo. And that's the song of the rain. Ooh, gee, boo, gee, boo, gee, boo. And sing it loud as we can. Ooh, gee, boo, gee, boo, gee, boo. It's so easy to do. Ooh, gee, boo, gee, boo, gee, boo. Da, 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 da. From Brazil to Venezuela, London to Peru. I've been taught a common language anyone can do. Take a lesson from the baby, listen to his song. And with just a little practice, you can sing along. Oh! Be-be, be-be, be-samba. Be-be, be-be, be-samba. Be-be, be-be, be-samba.
Come on, George. You can do it. I know you can.
Come on, George. For me, George. You must try.
I will.
Go on, George. Use your arms. Use your arms.
That's it.
But medicine is concerned with prevention as well as cure. Nowadays, we can take pills to prevent almost anything. However, something which still eludes us is the pill for men. But research is going on. And for an up-to-the-minute report, over to Professor Bingley.
Well, after extensive tests on rats and myself, I'm afraid there's no good news on this question. The pill as a countermeasure for men does not work. However, I do have some good news. As a result of this test, I'm going to have a baby.
Yes, we owe a great deal to modern medicine. Nowadays, we mature earlier and live longer. Children today develop very much faster than they used to.
At 3:15 this afternoon at St. Hilda's Hospital, a baby boy was born to Mrs. E. Pusely of Dagenham. A few minutes after the delivery, the baby, Thomas, asked if his mother was all right and if there was anything he could do to help. When he was asked about drugs, he said that he was sure his parents would be sensible about them. But if they had any problems, he hoped they would bring them to him or his wife. Baby Thomas plans to marry Lucy Ann Smith, who was born in the same ward 20 minutes before him. He said, "I am the luckiest baby in the world. Lucy Ann is everything I could wish for in a wife. I have no worries about the difference in our ages. I prefer older women." And anyway, 20 minutes isn't such a long time. He later told reporters that he had plans for an East-West pact, but he would rather give those in detail tomorrow at the United Nations, as it was now time for him to go on the potty.
Medicine is advancing rapidly, but some of us do get ill from time to time, even if it's only with the common cold.
And please, don't forget, coughs and sneezes spread diseases.
Nowadays, everybody knows a wee bitty about medicine. But sometimes that can be fraught with peril.
Tonight, I wish to tell you about Turgonitis, a little known but very nasty disease. First of all, let us take a look at the, how do you say in English, the symptoms. First of all, there is the little itch behind the ear. The infuriating little itch, and you have to scratch. Then the itching, it starts to spread down the shoulders. Right down the shoulders and round the back. There, it becomes very itchy indeed. Suddenly it stops, and you feel fine. It is at this moment that the left arm drops off. Collapses. And the standard lamp falls on your head. But now you are thinking, is there no cure for this disease? The answer is yes. There is no cure. Turgonitis is psychosomatic. It's all in the mind. However, if you tell yourself, I have not got Turgonitis, the disease will regress and your symptoms will disappear. But beware, you may suffer a relapse. Turgonitis is just one of the many new and exciting diseases developed by us here at the British Institute of Applied Science and Technology and not germ warfare. Today, Turgonitis. Tomorrow, the world.
I need hardly remind you that if you do get ill, do pay a visit to your friendly family doctor.
Well, Mr. Jones, what seems to be the trouble?
Well, Doctor, actually, it's not about me. It's about my friend. Harry.
Oh, yes, of course, yes. It's about your friend, Harry.
Yes, that's right, yes.
Now, tell me, what is the matter with your friend?
Oh, well, between you, me, and the gatepost, Doctor, he keeps having these sudden lapses of memory.
I see. How long has this been going on?
Good morning, Doctor. I've come to see you about my friend, Harry.
Your friend?
Yes. He suddenly collapses without any warning.
Like that?
Like what, Doctor?
No recollection afterwards.
I'll tell you another thing. He does a very bad impersonation of a rabbit.
Mr. Jones, tell me, when did you first...
My friend, Doctor, not me. Yes.
Silly of me. When did your friend first notice these symptoms?
When he was with my wife.
Your wife?
Oh, well, my friend and I are very close, and my wife is fairly close to us both.
Tell me, is your friend by any chance a kleptomaniac?
Good heavens, how did you know that, Doctor? That's very good. Wait a minute, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I'm one too, aren't you?
The thought did cross my mind.
Oh, no, Doctor, you got it wrong. You see, I'm taking this stuff home for my friend because it's his day off.
Now, Mr. Jones, don't beat about the bush with me. I know that you and your friend are one and the same.
No, Doctor, you got it wrong. My friend is a kleptomaniac. I'm a kenomotpelk.
But that's kleptomaniac spelled backwards.
Yes, I suffer from putting things back.
Look, Mr. Jones, it's you, isn't it? Come clean. You have no friend. You lie, you steal, you have sudden lapses of memory.
Oh, good morning, Doctor. I've come to see you about my friend, Harry.
Mr. Jones, please be honest with me. If you can't admit that you're the one that's ill, I cannot help you.
Well, that's your attitude. There's more than more to be said, is there? Thank you very much, Doctor. Good day. I hope your practice thrives. Oh, Harry, good to see you. No good to see him. I've told him all about you. He doesn't believe a word of it.
Now, finally, here is this week's quiz.
Yes, soon everything is going to be decimalised. Currency, weights, and measures.
So tonight, here is a special government-sponsored quiz to help you understand the new system. Mrs. Robinson goes shopping at the grocer's. Mrs. Robinson sees that potatoes are 9p a pound. She asks the grocer for 1 kilogram of potatoes. Now, 1 kilogram equals 2.20462 pounds. So, 1 kilogram of potatoes will cost 1 8p. Mrs. Robinson gives the grocer exactly 17 new pence. The grocer gives her 1 9p change. But now Mrs. Robinson sees that apples are 3 shillings a pound and decides that she would like 3 apples. Now, if each apple weighs 227 grams and there are 0.45359237 kilograms to the pound, then each apple must cost 7.5 new pence. Therefore, 3 apples must cost 22.5 new pence exactly. She gives him 7 shillings. And she decides to spend her change on as much flour as she can buy at 2 1/2 per kilogram. The flour she wants is on the top shelf. The grocer's ladder will only support a weight of 45 kilograms, but the grocer weighs 12 stone. So, if 12 stone equals 76 kilograms, the grocer can run at 16 kilometers per hour. But Mrs. Robinson can only run at 8.8 feet per second. The question is, how long before he catches her?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was a clue.
Good night.
Good night.